Hello and welcome in. This is Midnight Mystic, and I have a reading here for someone who is maybe struggling to see their value. They might be feeling shy or hesitant or reluctant to share their inner vision. And let's dive into it together. So the Earthworm is the main theme here. And I'm going to share what the book says for this card because I think something within the message might resonate with you. It might click in a different way than what my interpretation might be. But I do see cycles or like locking away what makes you special. Maybe you're hiding the most rainbow parts of you for protection, or maybe you're just lacking the confidence to put yourself out there in some way. But let's dive into it deeper and we'll find out. So the book says, we have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. Earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they once felt earthworm energy too. So they once felt how you do right now. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. That's beautiful. So if you're feeling like this is out of balance and maybe you're feeling self-conscious or apprehensive to speak up about something or to share some type of vision, or if you're feeling that way, bring it into balance. You have to speak up and you might risk embarrassment, but what if it turns out better than you ever expected? And that makes sense with the throat chakra coming out. This could just be being able to speak up. Maybe it is that you're just feeling shy or apprehensive, but balancing the throat chakra, really working on opening up that throat chakra, I feel could help you. Selenite is interesting. It says luminous cleansing and protection. With its moonlit glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras, like the rainbow. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication, to be the throat, to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. And it says Taurus and the moon at the bottom. And interesting because that is what I have in my hand in here. Very interesting. So it all makes sense. It was talking about healing, and healing did come out with these two are both balancing cards, and this one is emotional intellect and this one is mind and body. So I feel like maybe there's a bridge between those because they hit the table like that. There might be a healing bridge between the two of those. I have another rainbow here too. I feel like you will be coming out of your box or your containment, or I feel like you will come out of your shell a little bit, or maybe just feel more comfortable that you have valuable insight and things to share, things to communicate, things to contribute. This Calcite was one that came out, and it talks about love and emotional healing and compassion, but This is more towards yourself. It's a stone of unconditional love and forgiveness. It promotes emotional healing above all else. It fosters compassion for yourself, exuding the confidence that your self-worth can only be cultivated from within. Self-love rituals are encouraged with this stone. So that could be how to bring some healing to this, would be self-love, or creating some type of self-love ritual that focuses on healing this, or focuses on just how great you are, how valuable you are. Self-worth can only be cultivated from within. Self-love rituals are encouraged with this stone, especially those that nourish and honor the body as a temple. It amplifies the vibrations of love, nurturing your inner child and giving you endless energetic hugs. You are always supported. I feel like that is important because I originally had more cards that came out. There was just a lot of them. And cards that said inner child to me were coming out a few different times. It was a noticeable amount of times. So nourishing your inner child and giving you endless energetic hugs within the vibration of love. So remembering that you are always supported. It says Cancer and Venus at the bottom. And I see the Starborn here, and that to me just feels like someone who's in their shell. Same here, it's exposed, but it's contained somehow, or like the box, or this even looks like a shell or a pearl. And pearls are hard. So I feel like you're just there, but not engaging in a way with people that lets them see, this might sound silly, but your sparkle. But have faith. The soul star chakra is here, so that's a number 11. These two did remind me of each other, just with the angel wings and the earth below. It's kind of energy to it, but I see a drum too. Maybe you listen to drums when you're meditating. I see a drum there. Interesting. I feel like the balance to your mind and body, still with the throat chakra. The healing here, where this is a balancing card. So this is an active healing to emotional intellect and maybe emotional intellect. It says emotion/intellect. Interesting. And healing to the mind and body, or since it says mind body, this could be the connection between your mind and your body. So how your thoughts are manifesting within your body, how does your emotions that you're experiencing, how does that feel in your body? It could just be connecting that, and it looks like it's coming through the third eye and then down through the heart. So it's almost going around. So the mind-heart connection, but those could be two chakras that maybe there's a blockage, and maybe that's why it needs healing. Could be the connection from the third eye to the heart. One could be out of balance. An emotional, I keep saying emotional healing to emotional intellect. I'm not sure why I keep slipping up on that. That could be a sign. I'm seeing seasons changing also, and a compass. Maybe you're feeling like you don't know which way to go, or, well, this one's illuminated. So maybe you know the direction you want to go, or maybe you found out sometime between spring and summer, maybe in that transition, something happened that you finally knew the direction you wanted to go in some way where it relates to emotion or emotional intellect. Something there, but it's a water element, so this does have to do with emotions, or maybe you're a water sign. Maybe that's some confirmation for you in some way. And again, I'm seeing the hearts and the third eye, same over here. So that could be the disconnect, is between mind over heart or heart over mind. In love, do you lead with your mind or do you lead with your heart? And there may be some disconnect there, but I do see the well of dreams chakra, and this kind of reminded me of this image for some reason. It could be an expansion of consciousness that we're talking about with this healing, and maybe you're not consciously blocking your light or your rainbow or whatever, but maybe your conscious awareness is expanding to where you're holding yourself back, or to where you don't speak up or don't feel confident enough to speak up. Or if it's a work or career situation, it could be that you feel less valuable because you're new to it, or there's people who seem more seasoned or wise that are doing the same thing, and you're concerned that maybe that they know better, that they're better because they're seasoned, if that makes sense. But that could be a block. But it is knowing your value also, that you like something as simple as an earthworm. We really don't think about them all the time and don't get super excited to see them. So maybe it just feels simple, like that's not a lot to offer, but there's so much to offer. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, but I would say that really focusing on your self-worth and passion for yourself, developing those self-love rituals, I think, yep. Self-love rituals are encouraged. And I think that that's good advice there. One last little thing to add in here before we go. So I noticed this after I stopped filming, and thinking of the earthworm still as something that you could think that something's plain, or you could think that you're plain or insignificant in some way, or just not seeing your worth even as it relates to the outside world. Maybe it is a career, maybe it's within a relationship, maybe it's within a group, whatever this is, healing being below this. And I noticed the dragon after I stopped filming, and then I also noticed the knot looking the same. But I feel like this will be you, since this is healing, and since this all has to do with the self. This has to do with you and your worth and your value and your self-love, and knowing how intelligent you are, and just having faith that other people are also going to notice that. But with this healing that's coming, I believe that that's what's going to transform. And this dragon is beautiful. We think of dragons and comparing it to an earthworm, and the dragon has colors where the earthworm is holding in the colors. I feel like this isn't something outside of you. I feel like you become this dragon who wears their colors on the outside, has the confidence to know, I'm a freaking dragon. I'm cool as hell. Just having that type of outer confidence, I feel like also transforms the way that you feel about yourself. Since this is all about the self, I feel like it's going to be a transformation on an inner level of healing that I feel like is going to change your world. I feel like you change because this is you and your transformation, but other people are going to see it. So just have faith that if you come out of the shell, that Your soul's gonna love it. You're just gonna be lit. I feel like this is gonna bring a lot of joy into your life. I feel like this is gonna bring a lot of good energy to you, and this feels like a really beautiful thing of knowing yourself in a way that you never have before and just radiating that, and the outside world will also see it. So, luck to you, and this is beautiful. Goodbye again. This is Midnight Mystic.